Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you all the upgrade locations within Northport, Mountain River, White Valley, and Pedro Bay, Alaska, USA. So the first one is sort of off. As soon as you turn out of your garage, take a left on the road and go down that. It's actually up the mountain. It veers off to the left, and this is for the Ford CLT 9000. This is the raised suspension. Second one, if you keep following that road, you can go down. There's going to be a raised suspension for the Hummer H2, and you can't see it because I accidentally roll up on a rock, and when I collect it, it rolls back and disappears right away. But this is one of the Hummer H2 upgrades, the raised suspension. The third one up here is the Engageable all-wheel drive. This is for the Caterpillar CT680. This is still kind of going around in a loop. And if you want to skip ahead, we're just going to drive over to the Royal BM17 because it's very close to here. So if you want to skip to that, you can go to 147, but it's just across the pond here. Just going to drive there in case anybody doesn't know where it is and wants to find it. You can just follow this video. So we'll try and winch our way over to this little island, get a little better traction and move a little faster. And we'll go back across the mud tracks and take a right and go back up this muddy hill. And there it is. So this is the Royal BM17. You can just switch to this and recover it. Pretty much everything's broken. The gearbox, the gas tank, suspension. Next up is the GB8B 2600 TTA engine, and this is compatible with the 4 trucks, or 8 trucks, excuse me. I have 4 of them. All of this will be in the description, so you guys can look at which they're compatible with. And then this is for the Westline V6 M2300 engine. That's compatible with those 4. And I'm just going to let this run again because the Hummer H2 is just around the corner. If you want to skip to that, you can go to 312. But just in case anybody who doesn't know, we'll just try and work our way around the shoreline. Basically just going around to this little rock bridge, which will take us back across to the other side. And as you can see, here is the Hummer. To start the mission, there is a place right in front of it. So here it is on the map. And then we're going to drag this all the way back to our garage. That's how you have to get the Hummer. So if you want to skip to the end of that, you can skip to 806. I'm just going to let this play. For the most part, I'm going to be off-roading. We follow the road just a little bit there because that's the end of the road. But if you follow this pipe, you can actually winch on to 2 points on each one of these little support things. So, refuel quick. But we'll go at a decent speed. Again, if you want to skip this, you can go to 806. This is pretty long. Even with it sped up a little bit. And then here where it's a little taller, we're able to pass under it. Don't do what I did and got too close to this tree or stump or whatever you want to call it, the fallen log here, because my Hummer ended up getting kind of stuck here, and that made it a little harder. As you can see, it's quite muddy in there under the snow as well. The reason I went under the pipe here is in case anybody hasn't done the very first mission. This is sort of a way around that. You can just come to Alaska, go to the Hummer, drive under the pipe, you know, and pull it all the way back. So if you have the road, you can use that. Makes it a little easier. We're just trying to get this Hummer back up onto this road. And there we got the con. And this cement over here is for another mission. But as you can see up in front of us, I got the pipe fixed. It's pretty easy. Basically, if you go out to the left of your garage, go to the service center, grab 2 service spare parts, I believe it is, and run them up to here, you can fix it pretty easily. But now we're in the home stretch. Our garage is just around the corner to the right. This thing really starts to pick up some speed here. Alright, we have arrived. So we just got to take it over here, and then it's ours. There we go. And next up is the raised suspension for the Freightliner M916A1. And that's just off the highway from where we just were. Sort of. Just further down the road. Now we got our Hummer fixed up. And we're using it to pick up some upgrades. And next up is the Het 8V 6.2. And this is an engine upgrade for the Hummer H2. This is sort of hard to get to, depending on which vehicle you have. If you have the Con, it made it very easy. You can just roll right up the hill. But there's a steep hill just off behind me. Alright, and the last upgrade slash vehicle in Northport, Alaska is way up in the top left corner here. And this is going to be an engageable differential for the Hummer H2. This is Mountain River, Alaska, USA. And this is getting the upgrades and vehicle locations. So this one is right next to the pipe by the river. If you look back at the first part, just to the right of where my cursor was, this is for a whole bunch of vehicles. It's the high range Gearbox. I'll back up, you can see the river and the pipe here. And secondly, we're going to go for the GB8V2700T. This is a another engine upgrade, if I can get there. This is for 7 different vehicles. All the list will be in the description again. And next up is the Engageable all-wheel drive, which I highlighted there. This is for the Kodiak C70. There, we got that. And next I just accepted the mission for this Caterpillar, and then I'll come back to that. And this is the raised suspension for the International Lodestar 1700. And this is the last upgrade here behind the house. I'll show it in just a second. This is the Westline V6 2350T for the Fleet Star and the White Western Star. And that's right here. Alright, and then here we are fixing up this cat. In order to get this cat, you have to repair it all. So I have a repair trailer which I found to the north, would it be northeast part of the map when you from where you come in at. It's all the way down. There's a big trailer down there that you have to get later on. But I just backed up the maintenance trailer, tried to put it out of the way, and then trying to line this up. All you have to do to get this is once you repair it, you got to pull it to the sawmill and then it's yours. So again, I'll just let this run, but I'm going to try and get this there in one piece. This can be a little bit tricky because it has a, what is it called, actuating axle or something like that, where the front half and back half turn separately. So up here you can get it stuck on some trees, because if you take the corner too tight, the front will start to turn to the right and the back will still sort of stay the same, if that makes any sense. So I'll try and take a nice wide turn, maybe a little too wide. There we go. And then we gotta take a, well, we could go either way, but we're gonna take a left. Again, wide left. We also have the engine turned on in this Cat 745C, just to make it a little easier to pull. And once we get out to this main road over here, we're just going to take a right. It's going to be right down the road. Not too bad. You're going to want to make sure you have chain tires, because this part is very slippery here. I don't know if you can see, but there's ice all over the road. And without chain tires, pretty much as soon as you get out onto this road, you just start sliding down. And then, yeah, it's a little hard to control. The Cat was over the left guardrail and I was banging into the right one, but now we're coming up to the sawmill up here on the left. All you gotta do is pull it in and it's yours. We're going to be going over all the vehicles and upgrade locations in Pedro Bay, Alaska, USA. And here's the location of the first one. It's sort of in the middle, right underneath where you come in. This is the Advanced Special Gearbox. It's for quite a few vehicles. Tuz, Pacific P12, Azov, a few Azovs, Dan, both collabs. Second one is down here at the bottom, pretty much straight underneath by the watchtower. This is for the ANK MK38, it's a raised suspension. Third one is over here by the other watchtower. This is a Royal BM17 raised suspension. And then the ANK is actually way up here. You don't have to do anything for this, just find it and it's yours. And the last one is at the top of this mountain. This is the Westline V16 M2450 engine for the Cat 745C, Western Star 6900 twin steer, Caterpillar 770G and International Paystar 5600. And we're going over all the vehicle and upgrade locations within White Valley, Alaska, USA. The first one is sort of off on the top right corner if you're looking at it with the garage on the bottom of the map. So from where you come in, if you go across the bridge to the left and follow that road, this is the Hummer H2 engine upgrade. If you keep following that road further down, there's going to be a raised suspension for the Western Star 6900 Twin Series. And then all the way at the bottom, behind this little pond, is the Engageable all-wheel drive. This is for the Freightliner 114 SD. And then off more to the left is a raised for the Freightliner 114 SD. And it's kind of, the airport's right over there. You can see the airport, the airplane and the wings and stuff. So it's just off behind that on the road. So here it is on the map. The last, or I shouldn't say the last, the second to last upgrade is a raised suspension for the International Paystar 5070. That's where I'm at on the map. And then here is the last one. This is the Westline V12 M900. So this is a engine upgrade for the ANK, the Derry Longhorn 3194, Pacific P12, Pacific B16, and Pacific P512PF. And then here is the vehicle and the location that you can get on this map. I attempted to pull it straight backwards, which you can do. You know, it works, but after a little while of pushing, as obviously you can see, it turns darker. I decided I'll just back it into the river as far as I can, turn it around and pull it down river, and that was far easier. So this is what I would recommend doing if you have the Cat or some other big vehicle that can pull it. But I have this sped up, so all you have to do for this is pull it back to your garage and you're good to go. And I sort of got stuck on this rock here, but it was nothing we couldn't handle with the Cat. It had enough power and big enough wheels. We were able to get over it and sort of dodge some of these bigger rocks and keep moving down river. As you can see, I kind of try and ride the edge of the river where there's not as many big rocks. But you have quite a long vehicle behind you, so you got to make sure that you kind of make wider turns. So we're actually going to go to the right here through the trees where it gets smaller because there's no guardrails on the highway. You can see it ends right there. So I just kind of drove down the highway until I found a spot that looked pretty good. And this spot was fairly easy to get up. So once you get up onto the road, it's pretty much smooth sailing. I obviously wasted a lot of gas trying to pull it up the hill. I think I had like, I don't know, 100 liters or something left. And this is not going to be enough for us to make it there. We barely make this turn. But we do end up making it. And we get all the way to the bridge, which I do not have completed, so I'll show you how to get around that. And that mission right there was actually to repair the bridge. You got to be a little bit careful with the lack of tires for the Cat if you're using the Cat, because you kind of slide around. You don't have any chains. There's no option for chains on the Cat, or at least on this specific Cat. I don't know about the other ones. But right up here you can kind of start to see the bridge now, and I end up having to run myself fuel as well because I turned a little sharp and sort of got stuck. So the truck I'm pulling is completely out of fuel, and I'm pretty much stuck, so I'm pulling the winch and that vehicle's actually pushing me. pull it a little bit, and then I end up giving myself some more fuel. And there's a gas station just up above here, so if you just go off to the left, it's pretty easy. There's sort of a bigger hitbox on this side here, so the truck is hitting it, and as you see when I back up, I don't hit the truck, I hit some other something. There's something there. So you have to pull it a little bit to the side, as you can see right there. I'm not hitting the truck, but something's blocking it. There we go. But there's the gas station just up to the left, so if you need more fuel, you can go there. I just had to make sure I had the mission on so I knew exactly where to bring it, which is our garage. And then yeah, if you follow the roads, it's easy going the rest of the way. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.